Goodness Games.
A headache is relentlessly thumping against the back of my head as I push open the door to the 22nd corner. Apart from that, I'm perfectly calm. After venting on Rin all that anger that I had bottled inside, it felt like a great weight had been lifted from my heart. The tension that grasped my mind for the past weeks faded away without leaving even a shadow behind. Also, you know that scene that just happened? If you had done the wrong choice, that last scene, that scene would have played out word for word, except in the altar and not in Hisao's room. That whole BS, I need you kind of thing would have also all happened. Explain. The thing is, that kind of thing was not a thing that should have happened right after what they just did. It would have been way too much. So it was a bit more easier for them both to take because they had a week apart from each other.
Wow.
Yeah. And that time she says, go away, except you're in an area where you do have to go. The altar that she's, like, hanging out in. The tension that grasped my mind for the past few weeks faded away without... I think I read that. In this nearly zen-like state of enlightenment, I realized that perhaps it was a bad idea to yell at her like that. Yeah, probably for anyone, but... I really meant it, but what good does blowing up like that do? Nothing. I'm not like that. I don't normally yell at people. I don't know why I did yesterday. So I keep feeling really guilty about it, wanting to take my words back. Rin is probably upset too. Even more than my own behavior, her reaction shocked me. I've always thought of her as unchanging, detached from her surroundings, so that seeing my yelling get her so upset felt out of place. I wonder if she understands how I feel. In Rin's world, everything seems to be so absolute and subjective. Absolutely subjective. As if she was completely unable to see things from other points of view than her own. But ultimately, is anyone able to? Maybe objectivity and altruism are just illusions for people who like to think of themselves as compassionate. Just like art is an illusion for people who think reality is merely a veil for something greater. Even when we stop thinking that the world revolves around you or start thinking outside of the mythical box, you're just inside another bigger box that you can't escape. It's a simulation in a simulation.
You see that?
What?
They know that's from, right?
Yeah, the Matrix. I mentioned
No. The simulation inside another simulation. That's from Rick and Morty too.
Oh.
The show you just love,
yeah,
right?
Sure, that one. Whatever. That seems like something they would cover, though. Maybe that ultimately makes her like the rest of us. I stepped through the door to find a gallery full of illusion people.
Yeah, that's a bunch of illusion, right? They're all, like, not even colored in or drawn or anything.
Despite Sai's remarks during my earlier visits, I always thought it was very spacious, but when it's crowded like this, it feels positively cramped. Hey, you! You're not a gray blob! Are you important?
She's not a gray blob! Get her! She's not one of us! Sorry, racist comment.
I immediately noticed Sai standing in the middle of a lively discussion, busily chattering with some old gentleman. She's actually pretty tall and kind of cool looking, so she stands out in the crowd. There are a few dozen wine glasses laid on the table. Why are there wine glasses for like an 18-year-old girl's show? What? There are a few dozen wine glasses laid on the tables along the back wall, filled with burgundy liquid. A vast majority of the guests are sipping from their own glasses. The socialites and art connoisseurs are mingling happily, exchanging mild opinions about Rin's art, which seems to be a secondary object of interest for most. I feel distance, excluded from the other people here. I can't claim even at a stretch to be a social chameleon, so this situation is quite unnerving. Since I don't blend into the crowd at all, I just fake what I do, trying to look as cool and smooth as I can, which you are terrible at! I wonder how Rin is handling all this. If that was me, I would be quite freaked out. Throwing the anxiety aside, I try to carefully navigate through the crowd, stealing peeks at the framed paintings now hanging on the walls.
Man, this Skittles soda tastes pretty good.
Rin's exhibition takes about half of the gallery's wall space. Some paintings are less familiar than others, but I recognize most of them. Some I've seen being created at club meetings after all, or remember from the time when Rin was choosing her portfolio.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh my god. I just realized something.
What?
I was just talking about my Skittles soda.
And you're drinking it?
Yeah, but we're on the next episode.
Uh-huh.
It's like I've been drinking it for a whole week, guys.
I note that a couple of the unfinished paintings are framed and still on the wall as well. Maybe that's what they call coincidental art. Even Rin's failures, if you can call them that, become exhibits for her skill. Quite paradoxical.
Failures?
He said some of the paintings he noticed are unfinished paintings, but only he kind of knows that because he's seen the paintings when she was like, not finished. But
wait, but something about side by side?
Yeah, she has some unfinished paintings next to finished paintings. But the people checking the gallery don't know they're unfinished.
Oh, gee. Because anything could look like art.
Exactly. She herself is nowhere to be seen, which is strange because even though it's crowded, the gallery's pretty small. It's fine, sort of. I don't know how to face her after yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't even come. But I promised various people, Rin included, that I would, so... Damn, it sounds like I do things I do because of some kind of instinctual properness. It compels me to. Not because it'd be sensible. Not. I sneak closer to Saya to wait for a lull in the conversation so I can chat her up too. Even though her voice is almost completely buried under the general background noise, I hear bits and pieces of her talking about Rin.
Yes, she's a high school at a local school. Even though she's graduating next year, I'm sure our various art schools would be interested in. I thought it'd be interesting to have an exhibition of someone who's still in early stages of development.
So strange. It's like Rin is some kind of mini celebrity, even though this is nothing but a small exhibition opening at a small art gallery of a small town.
In fact, there's a friend of mine from...
It's Hisao! Oh wait. No wait. So I think
It's Hisao!
My eavesdropping's interrupted by a familiar voice and a feeler's slap on the back. I don't need to guess the source either, even without turning around. Hi, Emmy. Hey, what up? Wow, I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Hi! Are you like a representative of the art club or something? Haven't seen anyone else from the school here.
I don't know, really. I guess I am, if that's the case. What about you?
What about me? You don't think I'm interested in art? You don't think I'm interested in art? Is that it, Hisao?
No, that's not what well, maybe a little, if you put it that way. I mean, even though you hang out with Rin, I've never heard you talk about art with her, so... Emmy huffs and looks around her, looking discontented.
It's true. I don't get it at all, but she came to my track meet, so I thought I'd only fair to return the favor.
She leans closer, trying to look confidential, but only managing to look conspiring. Okay, wow, cut that out.
Do you get art?
What is that supposed to mean?
No, I don't. At all. My emphasizing head shake draws a giggle and a cheery head shake. What the heck is this notification? Get out of here! Good thing that's not going to show up in the video. But emphasizing headshake draws a giggle and a cheery headshake of my own out of Emmy.
Me neither. Hey, let's go talk with Rin. I bet you haven't yet, because I haven't either. Come on!
Before she has a chance to forcibly drag me to Rin, Nomi appears behind her with Rin in his tow. She's not dressed for the occasion, instead opting for the usual school uniform and unkept hair. That, and they probably didn't have the budget to draw something new. That, and they probably didn't have the budget to draw a new sprite just for this scene.
That would be a pretty good.
I mean, they could at least put her in the overalls.
Imagine though if there was like a little smaller text underneath that line, actually saying that, breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, admittedly, she could at least be in the overalls. Because she has that overall look. I consider that her casual look. I mean, Emmy's got this. She's not in a uniform. She's got this nice little green tank top and whatnot. Hanako's got that cute little thing with the hat. I love that outfit. It's adorable.
I'm sorry, but like, ever since you showed me that gag, that little T-shirt you have, every time I look at Emmy, all I can think about is lemons.
Oh, wonderful.
That like shirt with the face says lemons underneath.
Maybe her natural look is what suits her the best.
Hello, teacher. Hi, Rin.
Unfazed, Amy greets the teacher cheerfully, causing him to turn around and look down confusedly.
I'm so confused.
Emmy's short. Emmy's short.
How short is Emmy, actually?
Probably, she's short. I know that. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I'm Emmy from school, class 3-4. Don't you remember?
Not really.
You're not from my class, so I don't think so. She looks positively shocked at the prospect.
That's what she says. That's what he actually says.
No. She looks positively shocked at the prospect that there could be a person who doesn't know her. Oh, sorry. You're in the same class as Tezuka. You're in the same class as Tezuka is, right?
Yeah.
You have to pardon me. I have trouble remembering students who don't take art.
Don't mind. Hi, Rin. Hello. Congratulations for your super cool art thing. I'm sure it'll be a big hit.
She throws her arms into the air for boisterous emphasis, almost hitting me in the face.
And look, he's out king too.
Rin doesn't look at me, nor does she greet me. Congratulations, Rin.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Legends?
From that one Ghostbusters NES games. Congratulations.
I don't get it.
There's a Ghostbusters.
Was that a typo? Or
Alright. Angry Video Game Nerd, Ghostbusters. Look that up.
Okay.
She keeps a.
I know there's a California Raisins game that says congratulations at the end.
that works. She keeps averting her gaze, pointedly looking at her sandals.
I got some sandals.
Oblivious to the tension between us and ignorant of what happened yesterday, Emmy keeps on blabbering about this and that to the unresponsive Rin. I guess she's used to not getting much out of her at times. Before long, Nomi and Sai turn to Rin, introducing her. Expecting it, I catch the second of confusion that when the guests see her arms. Or lack of, but okay. Sai is luckily on the ball and briefly explains about our school. Doubtful faces quickly change to curious. Would you mind telling us something about your art? I thought the development is quite easily noticeable. What do you yourself think of the difference between the older and more current works? It's quite rare for someone so young to dabble into abstraction. It would be interesting to see how you work. Oh, definitely. I assume you use your feet. Must have been great trouble to learn it. You should be proud. Will you be pursuing a career as an artist after school? She's bombarded with so many questions, she can't even hope to answer all of them. Maybe that's for the best. Rin tends to talk nonsense more than occasionally. So where do you get your ideas?
That's the fifth voice.
Rin keeps stumbling on her words, looking more and more vexed by the expectant inquiries. Everyone's waiting her to say something, but she looks like a cat that got her tongue. Each question piling up just adds to her distress. I failed to hear the question.
You know what I don't understand?
What?
What always bugs me, makes my blood boil? How do people people obviously should hopefully they're aware of there's more people asking questions. What makes them think that they can even answer all of them?
Why aren't these two handling this? One question at a time, please. Well, stop standing there and smiling. You jerk, and you're a jerk. Stop this. She's getting distressed. I fail to hear the question that is the proverbial one too many. Oh boy! It's like a motor stalling. Rin just freezes for a long second until she falls on her knees, hitting the floor ungracefully like a sack of potatoes. Are you alright?
I don't know.
Tezuka, what's wrong? What's wrong, girl?
I don't know what's wrong.
A terrible silence falls upon the people gathered around Rin. Everyone's petrified, not knowing how to react to her sudden seizure or something. She breathes with deep trembling gasps as if she was running out of air, staring ahead of herself with hollow eyes. Seeing that nobody does anything, come on, you two, really? I force myself to step to Rin and lift her up from the floor, letting her lean against me to keep standing. Would you like some fresh air? Okay, let's go outside for a bit. I won't even wait for her to answer before grasping her shoulder and pulling her past the stunned-looking Nomi, Asai, and Emmy and Guess. Excuse us. The cool evening breeze hits my face at the door. I let go of Rin and she leans against the stone wall, trying to catch her breath. Are you alright?
I couldn't say anything.
Rin's still not looking at me, so I look away too. The starlights, the streetlights and colored neon signs twist my vision into a blur of near blindness, forcing me to look back. At least she talks, even if she's not directing her words to me. What did you want to say? Maybe both of us can imagine what we were talking to, and maybe both of us can imagine we're talking to an invisible friend.
I don't know. Something that would have meant something.
Silence lasts for a long time. I don't feel comfortable being alone with Rin. I'm not good at imagining things that don't exist. Things that exist don't. We should go back in. The guests I invited are in there. They probably want to meet you and talk with you. Ask you questions and stuff about those paintings you worked so hard for.
I don't want them to ask me questions like that. I can never say the right things.
What do you want then?
That someone wouldn't have to ask questions from me.
Alright!
What does that even
This
mean?
is a big one! This is a important one!
Hold on, I just want to know, what does she mean by from
That
me?
someone wouldn't have to ask questions from me.
So, ask questions from somebody else who knows her better?
No! She just wants... that someone wouldn't have to ask questions from me.
So just know her? Period?
Yes!
You know that's impossible, right?
I know! It is admittedly a bit impossible, but it's why she does art in the first place. She paints It's her way of putting things. Here's the problem. She paints because she doesn't know how to answer people's questions. She feels if she paints, answers will be on the painting. People don't have to ask her questions.
Oh, you're going to be very disappointed.
Here's the problem.
What?
It's not working right now, did it? What was going on in there? People were asking questions. So this is important, dude.
Alright.
If you found someone like that, then what? But aren't you happy people are interested in your paintings? This is important.
Huh. Alright.
If you make the wrong choice, we're going to the neutral ending, which I feel is like, oh. I think the neutral ending is good as well.
Do you know the answer?
I do.
I'm going to go with the top one.
The top one, but if you found someone like that, then what?
Is that the right answer?
Is that your final answer? Are you confident in it?
I have a feeling it's going to lead to a neutral ending, but at the same time, it is a very good question to ask because it makes you think.
Well, here's the thing.
My final answer.
Alright.
What is it?
You got it. That's
Right.
it.
Neutral ending?
This is the thing. This isn't true. Aren't you happy people are interested in your paintings, in a way? Technically, the people aren't actually.
Thank you, Lord.
Here's the thing. They're asking questions, kind of, but...
But she doesn't like it,
Here's
so
actually the thing. They're asking questions from her. Like, what about you? But they're not asking about her paintings. No one's talking about her paintings. No one's talking about her work.
Oh, so if they were asking questions like, this painting of a little girl with the umbrella,
Yes.
what would the girl be thinking in a situation, something like that, right?
What do you feel? What is she doing? Kinda. I feel like that, but they're not. They're asking, what are you? Why do you paint? How do you do it? Done something like that.
Okay.
They're asking about her, which, oh, gee, yeah, ask me. Alright, here we go. But what if you found someone, like that? Then what? Do you really think that would be some kind of be-all, end-all thing? Star-crossed lover? Do you really think that would be some kind of be-all, end-all thing? Star-crossed lovers and happily ever after? My question is met with a blank stare. Darkness in her eyes unfazed by the thinly veiled bitterness.
No, I don't think that. But at least then I wouldn't have to be alone.
She whispers the words to the lights of the town but I hear them. She whispers the words to the light of the town, but I hear them anyway.
I shouldn't have done this. Not yet.
The exhibition? Exhibition. The exhibition? She nods and closes her eyes, breathing calmly out as if to prove she can, and then continues talking to herself. Why? Wrong conjunction? Wrong conjunction with the plant? Wrong conjunction of the planets?
No, not that. I double-checked, and I got up with the left foot, and did everything else right. It's me. I was wrong.
She stands straight and stretches before stepping past me out into the street. Wait, where are you going? She stops in her tracks and turns around, looking at me quizzically.
School. I'm leaving.
What? Why?
Because I want to be me.
Rin walks off, leaving me behind, utterly confused. Rin! But something she said really touched me. Or maybe it was the way she said it. Maybe it was the fact that she said it. I want to say something back to her, before I forget this feeling again. As if granting me a wish. Rin stops in her tracks. She doesn't turn around, just keeps waiting for me to say what I want, even though I don't have time to think of what. Rin, listen, I don't believe you have to be alone. Even if you've never met anyone like that. I don't know if she heard my words, but either way, she doesn't react in any way. For the final time, she starts walking away from the gallery. That's actually different than I remember, but I think we're good. So, where's Tezuka? I can only shake my head, but as it doesn't seem to suffice. I can only shake my head, but as it doesn't seem to be a sufficient answer, I have to say something. She ran away. What? A horrific realization spreads on his face like wildfire. This is a fiasco! Catastrophe! What is that girl thinking? The most important event in her life, and she just runs off? And you! Why didn't you stop her? I'm gonna hold you personally responsible! Sai interrupts him, holding her hands up calmly. It's good she intervened. The teacher was starting to get a few weird looks from the nearby guests.
Now, Sunichi. She probably just had stage fright. I don't know her as well as you people do, but I did get the image that she's somewhat peculiar. This kind of thing can happen. It'll be fine. I'll explain that she suddenly became ill. The guests will surely understand. But look around you. Everyone seems to be rather happy with their free wine and chit-chat.
So yeah, free wine and chit-chat. No one seems to be paying attention to her paintings, do they? From the description.
The guests
will be fine, but we're missing on opportunities here. Networking, making contacts and acquaintances. As the adults keep arguing about something that can't be helped, Emmy tugs my sleeve to get my attention. She doesn't look very happy either.
You know, I've been looking at this from the very beginning, and I'm starting to think that this, what's his name?
Nomiya?
I'm starting to think that he doesn't have Rin's best intentions in mind.
Does he not?
I think he might be just using Rin to get somewhere with himself. I don't want to think that about anybody. I surely hope he's not that kind of person, but it's starting to rub off that way.
Okay, let's see where the route goes.
Come on.
Where?
Where are we gonna find Rin and kick her ass?
What? Did she actually say that?
Yeah, he said, what?
I can't believe it! She's so stupid! That Rin, how can she do this? I'm telling you, she doesn't have a bit of common sense in her head!
Emmy's seriously angry, only missing steam rising from her ears. I can get why she's getting angry, because she's comparing this to her track. Remember Emmy's track meet?
Right.
She's like thinking like, what if I did this to my track meet? Because I can tell Emmy would not run from like something like this. But then again, that's Emmy. I guess I understand Emmy. She is that kind of person. I know, right? That's what I just said. Give up has never felt like a part of her vocabulary. And maybe she feels it shouldn't be a part of anyone's vocabulary. I mean, to be fair, Rin didn't give up. She did all the paintings and the gallery's going on. She just walked away from it. It's probably best to leave her alone for tonight.
What? Are you a Rin expert now?
She takes a firm stance and puts her hands on her hips confrontingly. It's like she wants to pick a fight with me, too. No, I don't think that's even possible in the first place. I just don't think kicking her ass would be any good. My melancholic remark surprisingly works, as Emmy slumps her shoulders a little in sighs.
I know that.
You do?
Last time I did that, it changed nothing.
Wait, she kicked her ass?
I guess Emmy has experience in kicking Rin's ass, so she's like, it's like, it's not going to change, like, you're right. The ride back to school in an empty late-night bus is silent. Both of us keep staring at the lights.
Oh, geez, could everything to the fact that it was empty?
Both of us keep staring at the lights flashing past the windows without saying a word. The nightly grounds are quiet, only lit by the wan moon and yellow lampposts. We say our goodnights in front of my dormitory. Emmy reflexively clenches her fist, compels me to ensure that she won't assault Rin the moment I let her out of my sight. Promise me not to go scold her. She looks up at me, her eyes again flaring with anger that I match with it as a calming stare as I kept. Wow, I messed that up. Wow. It's only easy to face an angry woman if you're not the target of her ire. After a minute of the mismatched staring contest, she sighs and shakes her head in defeat.
You're too nice, Hisao. Do you know that?
Hints of a smile are tugging the corners of her mouth as she says that, and she seems a lot more relaxed. What a sudden change of mood. Maybe she wasn't as angry as it seemed to begin with. Maybe her moods change easily. If I was, I wouldn't have let you have your way.
Does that mean you're only nice to Rin?
Both of us are hiding our concern behind empty jokes. At least it puts me in a good mood. Nice! Amy waggles her eyebrows with a half-amused smirk, trying to push my buttons. Not gonna work. No, it just means I'm not nice only to you.
Hey!
Good night, Emmy. Alright, I think we can leave it off there.
Alright.
What'd you think?
I'm thinking.
You thinking what?
I'm
thinking
this episode.
Yeah, a lot happened.
At least there was no, like, the frustrations.
Yeah, the frustrations. Forget the feels, more like I have the frustrations.
Hey,
Wow.
at least you don't have the sexual frustrations.
Oh, baby.
I'm still not entirely sure what that even means. And I'm not even sure if I want to know.
Okay. Okay. I don't know where that came from, but
I'm just, like, thinking.
I think we're gonna leave it up there. We'll see you next time at Oh My Goodness Games Rinzru, where more is gonna happen.
And chances are, by the time next week rolls around, I'll still be drinking this soda.
I think I know what scene's next.
What?
We'll see you next time on The Frustrations! Bye!